And I'm back. Hello. My name is Charles, and I've been playing Honkai Star Rail pretty much since day one, and recently I decided it might be fun to go back and replay the story from the beginning and see if I still enjoy it, and also see what it's like for new players starting off Honkai Star Rail today, around just before the 3.0 patch. Well, not just before, I mean, we've got an entire patch before then, but leading into the 3.0 patch. What's it like for new players today? So, previous episode, we made it through the beginning of the tutorial section. We got through, the first fight against the Centaur, and we made it to chats to Asta and do our first pulls. And now we're going to continue through with the story quests, hopefully getting ourselves to the point where we can leave Herta Space Station and jump into the rest of the game. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. So, at the end of the last video, I did some pulls, and I was pretty lucky in that I managed to get Tingyun and Natasha. And so, after I shut down the video, I did a bit of housekeeping and leveled some characters and created this team that seemed to be the most sensible one. I'd kept MC on the team because having MC running around doing story missions is nice, but Natasha, Asta, and Himiko, nice, decent team to go through content. But I was thinking as I was setting up this morning, this isn't really, it doesn't feel right. It's not MC, Natasha, Asta running through Herta Space Station with Himiko. It's the MC, and it's March, and it's Danhung, and it kind of feels wrong to swap them out this early, so I'm going to go back and play the team as God intended it, which does mean that I've wasted a bit of early leveling materials on characters I'm now not going to play, but I suspect that all this stuff is tuned for people who forgot how to level entirely, so I should be okay. So there we go. That's a more natural team, I think. And the first thing we need to do is go chat to our old friend Arlen, who is hopefully recovering from his injuries.
If only I caught the Antimatter Legion sooner.
It's okay. Don't blame yourself. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. This pain is nothing, really. I'm used to it. In fact, I should be proud of it. It's a reminder of being able to protect everyone.
You're so noble.
But, don't tell lead researcher Asta what I just said.
Why not?
There were a few researchers who didn't make it.
Oops. I shall have to remember to do video things a little bit better in the future.
The rest are fine, mostly minor injuries. But I'm worried about their mental states.
If this was a normal video game, I could just start the quest again and do it, but this is not a normal video game, so I just have to live with my video production mistakes, which is kind of sad for everybody involved.
Most of them came to the space station because they admired Madame Herta. But now they can't reach her or even their own families. I just hope they can all survive this crisis.
I feel that this is a loaded question if you're going to be asking Arlen. What is Asta like?
My first impression was that she was the daughter of a rich family, owners of a big company. She was kind to me, though. When she went to the space station, I followed her. I don't know much about science, but I'm glad to be able to protect people in pursuit of their research.
Alright, I'll let you get some rest.
Hope all this chaos will end soon.
There's a bit more chaos to come. And it's just given us a couple of light cones, just in case we didn't do those pulls. I guess the game wasn't necessarily designed around you having those 20 early pulls, because they were something they decided was a launch reward. Although I guess they never really doubted that you'd be getting that launch reward, so maybe it's just for, for people who decided to delay pulling. Okay, so why are we talking to you? Oh no, not this one.
Push the stick down, Alfred. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong person.
I can never remember the sequence of this one.
Thanks, kid. We're doing some pre-checks for the satellite remote sensing. I'll hold down the button to monitor the signal, and you push the control stick according to my instructions. But first, let's talk about the controls. Up is the spectrometer, down is the filter, left is the reference level, and right is the attenuator.
Up is the spectrometer, down is the filter, left is the reference level, right is the attenuator, and as time of recording, it's just past 6 o'clock in the morning. I've only recently woken up. There is no chance that I'm going to remember this.
Our pre-checks have 3 steps. Turning on the spectrometer, then the attenuator, and finally outputting the signal to the filter.
Yeah, I've forgotten already. The spectrometer was definitely up.
It's quite a bit to remember. You got everything?
Nope.
Are you ready?
But let's give it a go anyway.
2.
So it's up. Up, right, down, I think.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yes. I succeeded in very, very simple brain things. Go me.
That was very helpful of you, kid. Alfred was the researcher in charge of this. He was in the storage zone earlier. He didn't make it back.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Abraham was close to him. I don't know how to tell him about it.
So where's the light coming from if our shadows are
Top priority
cast in this
is
direction?
observe the space station and concentrate on the work at hand.
This is me trying to distract myself from the sad story. So the shadows are really long, so the light must be coming from over here somewhere. But there's no real visible light source. Okay, it's gonna have to be a mystery. Also, I just totally ignored that really sad story of people dying during the Antimatter Legion invasion and people on this space station actually being pretty sad about it because I was busy looking at light sources. But Abraham, you've lost a friend. I'm gonna have to console you. A complete stranger whose memory only stretches back about half an hour.
I need to leave. I need to run from this Forsaken.
I think the Forsaken is a different game.
No, it's impossible. I can run from yesterday. I can run from today, but tomorrow will always be one step ahead of me.
Well, philosophy.
Look! The obstacle detection terminal has recorded 142,856 attacks. The next count will be 142,857. I know in my heart that when I see that hopelessly beautiful cyclic number, it will mean the poetic end of my life cycle.
Things will get better. We got the optimistic and we've got the pessimistic. Life is but a path to death, but not today. I think this is more suited to his mood right now. He doesn't really want someone to tell him, hey, cool, everything's going to be okay. Your friend's died, but, you know, it's going to be good. You got to be like, look, death is an inevitable part of living, but the whole point is to experience life because it's the only thing you get.
How insightful. Yes, of course. The closer you approach death, the more you appreciate life.
That's not quite how I meant it, but okay, you do you.
I will pull myself together. Thank you. That was kind of you.
I do my best. And now we get the quest log. Or the travel log. Aha! I was hoping that this would open up at some point because there's only a week or so for me to claim these free tickets. So I'll claim my first free ticket and I will resist the urge. I said last episode that like one of those things that I'm very bad at in games is leaving red dots anywhere on the screen. I'm just kind of looking at it and going, I need to cancel these. But for the sake of continuity in the video, I'm not going to spend the next 15 minutes going through menus and dismissing things, because I want to continue the story. So I've consoled like 2 people. I've done my best to make a couple of people on this space station happy. Oh!
Take the express and leave. I'll stay.
But
Oops.
Let's go.
My zone's defense shield won't hold much longer. You all need to hurry. I'll be here. You've got to fend them off. You hurry.
We lost communications.
It feels bad that we're running away.
Are you thinking of going back? Well, let me remind you. That's the Doomsday Beast, the Legion's planet destroyer.
The space station is Herta's creation. As long as the Lord Ravager doesn't intervene, there should be no problems.
but we can't just run away like this, right?
The Doomsday Beast can rip off the defense shield like tearing paper. And Herta's not here. The station's defenses are too weak to stand against the Antimatter Legion.
I feel like Himiko is testing us here.
Either way, the Legion has the blessing of the Aeon Nanook. They came prepared, and everyone here is not.
That's why we have to leave and take him with us.
He's that important?
He's the one who can help us turn the tides. Of course, I may be wrong.
This is one of the very few times that the rest of the characters admit that the MC is special. I've played other games where you land and as soon as you start talking to people, it's like, oh, this person is going to save the world and we've got to treat them like they're really special. And Star Rail doesn't do that, except in this little part for some reason. But I guess they have to point out, yes, I've got a Stellaron inside me. I'm kind of important.
As you say so. Alright. What should we do next?
This is the supply zone where the maintenance crew works. There's a path here that leads to the railway platform. Let's head over there and meet up with Welt.
Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang's here too? Didn't he stay on the Express?
The Astral Express tracks our coordinates in real time. And with such a huge change in the space station's movements, there's no way Mr. Yang wouldn't have noticed.
I can almost guarantee that your Mr. Yang is already on his way.
Why is he our Mr. Yang? Surely he's your Mr. Yang as well. Probably more so.
Right now, we might be able to handle things if it's just the Doomsday Beast, but if the Destruction's Emanator were to appear...
I can't handle the Destruction's Emanator? I still feel that things won't be going as planned. I'm going to be confused.
Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll explain later.
Oh, sorry, no exposition for you. You just have to know it's bad. Okay, so we are in a room. Lots of these doors are still locked off to us. We have full what's name points. We have a space anchor. And we have March's technique.
I've no interest in conflict.
Himiko tutorial. Every time an ally inflicts weakness break, Himiko accumulates charge and does cool shit. So let's break this guy, and when charge reaches 3 points, Himiko will automatically launch a follow-up attack.
You won't get away.
Told you I could fight.
She'll just launch her drone, and it's awesome. So what are we going to do? We should be able to kill this one with March. And then we can
Watch this awesome move.
hopefully... Oh no, we didn't freeze the rest of them. That's kind of sucky. But I can break this guy. This guy will be frozen, so he loses his turn. And this guy will die. So we'll do Himiko's attack here. And poor March gets hit, but that's okay.
You
couldn't have done it without me.
Gonna cheat and run back and quickly heal and get that thing, and then go through the door. So, part of me wants to just run around and explore stuff.
The exit's over there. How do we get to it?
Ah, yes, that's blocked by debris. We can't get past that, so that's why we have to run this direction anyway. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of this, and healing would... I could have done that down here, and you can get techniqued.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
On ya, Dan. What do we want to do? I think we want to chop that one.
My turn!
This time March can shield the MC. This should...
You won't get away. I have something for you.
And we should at this point be pretty well set. Oh no, he does get an attack. Oh well. Hey, why are they attacking March? What did she do? That's not how that's supposed to work. The shield is supposed to taunt. Well, not taunt, but it's supposed to increase aggro. I guess March just upset them. So good thing we have that healing thing around. And we can run forward and destroy that. That's all the chest. We fill on technique points. And give ourselves a bridge. Careful not to get the wrong camera angle there. Not that kind of video.
Freeze!
You won't get away.
Too late to repent.
I do love Himiko so much. In my first playthrough of this game, in the beginner banner, in my last 10 pull, I got Bronya and Himiko, and I didn't even build Bronya for an incredibly long time because she's only like really super useful when you're doing serious content, and when you're just doing regular game content, Himiko is just too good. So Himiko was my go-to 5-star when I first started playing this game, and I've never got over that. So I'm going to try this with these characters, even though they're kind of under-leveled, because I spent all my leveling materials on people who aren't in the party. Maybe I can... I do. Oh, I have tons of leveling materials. What am I talking about? I can just... don't want to get you all the way up, so let's get you up to level... Let's get you up to... level 10. Let's get you up to 10. Let's get you up to level 10. And now we have some left over, so let's just pick... let's pick the MC. Actually, it's divided evenly between them, so 5, 5, and 4. I know this is very riveting, watching me click on things in menus, but this is how the game is played. So what does this set him? Does Himiko's level follow us because she's a trial character? No, she just stays at level 8. So it's kind of sad. I don't know how they pick that, but oh well. But I will go and attack this
Crash now or crash later?
powerful enemy, because it's sitting there and I kind of feel I have to. So let's save March's ult. let's use your ult.
Of life and death.
Actually, this is probably a bad idea, but I can't cancel it now. But I think Dan's ult... It's been so long since I've used Vanilla Dan.
But efficient. Quick!
I think that would do more damage if I'd slowed it. Like, ultimate. Yeah. So I should have used my skill first to maybe inflict a slow and then use my ultimate. So, this is me not knowing how to play the game. I'll do this. Then I'll use yours.
Are made to be broken.
What I might do is use that to pin down the ads a bit.
My turn.
And you can put a shield on the Trailblazer. You can break this guy.
You can't run.
Okay. So let's... I've run out of skill points for Himiko, but that's okay. And you're down there on the action order, so...
Try that again.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
So are you slowed? You are not currently slowed, but I can break you.
You won't get away.
Told you I could fight.
Can I freeze you as well?
Watch this awesome move.
No, resisted. Oh well. No skill points left for you. Maybe I will... Actually, I'll use your blast, and then I'll use Himiko's attack, because she's under-leveled now. Oops.
Fighting is meaningless.
So I want March to have a skill point so that I can defend the MC.
Tough luck running
The
into
truth of life and death.
Oh, still not slowed. Oh well.
Is but efficient. Quick!
I am not using Dan to the best of his abilities, but if I shield you, then the focused attack should not hurt me too much. I'll use blast attack from the MC here, and then I'll use your ult.
Are made to be broken.
Rules are made to be broken. Single target. And Himiko's basic.
You can't run.
Oh, almost finished off by him by on your march. Dan's almost dead, but I think we've got this. There we go, that was terrible skill point management, but I did get through there in the end. Got my precious treasure, which is another light cone. Nihility. Finish those. Heal up. Anyone down there? There is a chest down here. I am going to be
Huh? Finders keepers.
killing all the mobs and just sort of running around and checking things because that's just how I play video games. Fighting my way through the Antimatter Legion to get to the Astral Express, as one does. So if I break you, that should kick off Himiko.
You won't get away.
This is our chance.
If I break you two, I'll give her another 2 charges. You can... Guy is gonna take a dot when he wakes up. This guy's frozen, so he's just not gonna act. So probably best just to kill this guy. Make sure that he's dead. Oh,
Perhaps you still don't understand.
I guess he wasn't pushed as far back in the action order as I thought he would be.
Desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
But you see, if I'd used the team with Nat on it, then I wouldn't have to worry about any of this. I could just be going through and healing myself. So it does at least make it a little bit more interesting in these early stages to use the team they intended you to use. Okay.
Freeze.
Oops. Just wasted technique on some boxes.
Get away.
The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Okay, so this is a bit of an easier fight. Hopefully I will not take a significant amount more damage. What if I shield you?
Let's
Do I
go.
want to freeze? Oh no, I can just break you. Now I can freeze you guys.
Awesome move.
Or at least one of you. Take care of you three.
Made to be broken.
That.
You won't get away.
And
Told you I could fight.
that's taken care of.
You couldn't have done it without me.
And I got an achievement. Wandering through the abandoned space station, finding chests.
Welcome to Herta Space Station.
So, anything else I can do just before this mission starts? Aha, you are not wearing a light cone. So, we have a hunt light cone, but it's just 3-star, but beggars can't be choosers. We now have our characters, I think, reasonably powerful for whatever battles are to come. This is kind of cheating, because
Yeah, it's the platform.
I don't think the game expects first-time players to be
Bye. Let me go take a peek with my sharp eyes.
a march. Never misses an opportunity for characterization.
Shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
But yeah, I don't think the game really expects you to make sure everyone is equipped and leveled before this fight.
Wait, march!
The Doomsday Beast. It's really here.
Get down here.
You can protect us, March. Go on.
Careful, everyone!
And we have our first real boss fight.
Scratch.
Like we had the
Move carefully.
we had the centaur before, but that doesn't really count. So I think the main thing here is that I have to make sure that March has enough skill points
My turn.
to keep shields up on people, because this thing does hit like a bit of a brick sometimes. So if I can use yours... Oh, this is finally slowed. I can get the benefit of this extra effect.
Sanctuary is but a vision.
Let's go.
Alright, so I can... Okay, I want to blast this so I can recover a skill point with Himiko. Okay.
How about this?
I think having the main character fuel their ult a bit is nice. Himiko, you know, I'd love to use your... Well, I don't have skill points left, so I'll just... Yeah, I probably should have given Himiko that just for the additional bonus, but...
You can't run.
Okay, that's a break.
Clemens,
And that gets us Himiko's ult, which is nice.
Nobody never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Right hand's broken. The music's awesome.
the time is now.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Okay, so Dan's lost a bit of health, so give him a shield. Got a point left for you to baseball bat.
You won't get away!
Rules are made to be broken!
A single target on that. And easy. Again, we're a little over-leveled for this fight, but that's okay. Use this as an opportunity to regain skill points, refresh shield on the MC, which is about to run out, and then you can bonk it, and that'll take us to round 2. Took me a very long time to realize that those dots up there represent the number of phases in a fight. I just was always surprised by every boss that had a second phase. Again, that's so cool.
Try that again!
Time for a detailed over.
Okay, so we're back here. Break you. Probably the best thing because we can use...
Come one.
Actually, no, we probably should have gone in the middle. But that's... And we can break you. Does mean March doesn't get to use her skill next round, but that's okay.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Okay. Oh, that's what I haven't been doing. I haven't been reading the lore. Stomp.
You can't run!
Let's have a look at the Doomsday Beast. His left hand. At the last dawn before the end, even the bright and clear morning sun will tremble and cower away. Dawn's left hand is adept at drawing upon quantum power to launch attacks at single targets. But the right hand, only the echoes of pain remain on the devastated earth, the march of the end times. Disaster's right hand is adept at drawing upon imaginary power to create large-scale attacks. So, this guy's Hunt, this guy's Erudition, and what about the head? The ultimate embodiment of power, the form of the energy that accumulates behind it, remains unknown. The antimatter engine will grant energy to other enemies and enhance their abilities. And the Doomsday Beast itself. Using fragments of the Dusk Leviathan as the foundation, and the weeping bones of thousands of the dead in the Warforge as the agent, the Antimatter Legion cast the Doomsday Beast. The resentful spirit's senseless obsession turns into a tangible head, and the shadow of the old disaster conceals the heavens. The Doomsday Beast detains the will of all beings that are not at ease and have yet to die. Anger, mourning, or delusional joy, all is revealed, and all evil eagerly throb. The Doomsday Beast's core is a dark matter engine. I've never read that before. It's cool. Okay, let's march.
Sometimes.
You're up.
Check out this awesome move!
You won't get away.
Okay.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Kimiko just having a quick cup of coffee. We don't have any skill points left. Bad skill point management from me, but I don't think that matters because I can break this now.
You won't get away.
And then I can probably finish off the central piece
Rules are made to be broken!
with this.
You're out!
And there we go. We have exposed the head of the Doomsday Beast again. should be able to take this down.
See? Never heard of
Don't need to worry about skill points anymore. On your done hung. When in doubt, put the cute one in danger.
I must leave now.
what happened.
You must see the end of your story.
Who is that?
Reach the end of this story.
That's a great little introduction for Welt.
Mr. Yang, is he?
They're okay now. Let's talk somewhere else.
Like, there we are with the energy of the Stellaron flowing through us, with Nanook gazing at us, and Welt just comes along and goes, bonk.
The space station?
Kind of establishes that there's something in him that you don't want to mess with.
Hello there.
Hi, March. I think if you play the female MC, then Dan comes and talks to you, but don't quote me on that.
Not bad. It would have been even better if you didn't faint, but thanks to you, the Doomsday Beast was as tame as a kitten. It had no temper at all.
And why do I have to keep fighting it over and over again for materials? Did we win? Even the Doomsday Beast is no match. Oh, who am I? Where am I? I'm gonna go with the naturalistic responses. It's very... There's this process that happens during playing this game where you go more and more towards the snarky responses the more you play, until actually the game stops giving you regular responses anyway, because everybody just wanted to play it the snarky way. But I'm gonna try and play this through straight.
Yes, and you are the hero.
Oh, that's nice.
Get up when you feel better. Himeko wants you to go find her. I have something to do, so I won't go with you, alright?
Oh, but I miss you.
By the way, we should exchange beacons. If you get lost or something, feel free to text me.
Okay, if you're gonna give me your number, then, you know, we can part for a while. You exchange your cell phone number with March 7th.
Okay, off I go. Bye.
Bye, March. I mean... This is the text messaging system, reminding me that I have a thing to do. I have lesson in Eidolons. And you get all 6 of these for free over the course of clearing Herta Space Station, which I'll probably do a lot of offline because it's just a bunch of really not particularly interesting side quests and exploration. And I probably save video making for the story quests, otherwise this will just balloon into an infinitely long video.
Choice isn't as elusive as it seems.
Sadly, none of the physical MCs, Eidolons, actually make them a good character, which is sad, because, as I think I've mentioned before, it would be really nice if... I mean, not just physical MC, because, like, this is one of the suspension of disbelief breaking things here. March has just told me she's left me, but because of just the way that the team building system works, she's still literally here in front of me on the screen. So let's go back to MC, so at least I can pretend she's not in my party. And now I've forgotten what I was talking about before, so it can't have been that interesting. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. they keep going on during the story, like, about identifying the MC in this original form as the baseball bat wielding character, and a lot of the jokes and references are about this original character form, but you just stop using it so quickly. And what I think would be really nice is if the game gave you a form of March, Dan Hung, and the main character that actually worked well together, so you could run around as the Astral Express crew and not feeling you're just arbitrarily making the game hard.
You're awake.
Hi, Himiko.
March and Dan Hung stay by the Express to keep an eye on things. It's almost time. She should be arriving any moment now.
That dress is just an accident waiting to happen.
I've only been gone, what, a few months? And the space station is already in this state?
The first non-horny use of Hoyoverse camera angles to point out that this is in fact not a human being.
Welcome back, Herta.
We are introduced to the mysterious Herta.
This is the true master of the space station. Genius Society number 83, Herta.
At least give me a proper introduction. Genius Society number 83? Of all my outstanding achievements, that's what you want to mention?
Space Station Herta? You're a robot? Genius Society.
What you're seeing here is one of my puppets. I'm using her to talk to you. So, this little twerp has the Stellaron now? Huh.
Who are you calling a little twerp? I'm like twice your size.
I'll have to take a good look. Truly amazing! I built a whole space station just to contain this unactivated Stellaron and keep the blue from disaster.
There's a lot of people who either really love or really hate Herta, and I'm on the really love side because he's a unique character, especially again with these games, a lot of them, every NPC just simps over the main character because, it's a power fantasy. If you're the center of their world, you want to pull these people because, in a lot of these gacha games, it's kind of a bit dodgy like that. And Herta's just like, nope, I'm smarter than you, I'm more important than you, you are so beneath my attention, but you've got a Stellaron inside you, so at least you're temporarily interesting to me. And I like that in a character. Maybe that says a bit too much about me, I'll shut up now.
Yet someone was able to achieve that with this little twerp's body? How did they do it?
Moreover, the Stellaron is still very stable in his body.
You're right. This little one's body truly is strange.
You can talk. Don't call me little one. Must you two discuss this right? Yeah, you're talking about me like I'm not here. Must you two discuss this right in front of me?
You can leave. I'm discussing science with what's her face? Himiko? Science exists in objectivity. There's nothing to be secretive about. But as far as you're concerned, I think it would be better for you to listen in. After all, I have a lot of plans ahead involving you. Speaking of which, Himiko? Can I bring him in for some research?
Do I get a say in this?
That's not up to me to decide.
Oh, thanks, Himiko.
Ask him yourself.
No way. Study what? What is your price? I don't think I have a long enough memory to be a mercenary yet. My memory stretches back to I woke up and I kind of know who Kafka is. So I'm still just a bit confused. So study what?
Study you, of course. Your body contains a Stellaron, which in some sense is no different than storing a bomb. Who knows what might happen? Maybe it'll blow you to bits someday.
I love Herta.
You should be grateful that this genius is willing to help you out. I still have some interest now, but once that's gone, I'm not studying you even if you beg me.
Alright, well, if the alternative is blowing up, maybe I'd like to be studied.
So there's almost nothing I won't accommodate. A Stellaron in your body? How interesting is that? Be grateful that I'm offering to help you out. This is a service even the IPC can't buy.
I just noticed that their mouths aren't animated, and it's starting to bug me.
You understand now? Herta wants you to stay in her space station.
Oh no, they are just very subtly, and we're at a long angle, so we can't tell.
Well, I'm going to have to modify your wording here. This little twerp can only stay temporarily until the research is done. Or maybe I'll lose interest halfway through and they can just beat it.
I'm pretty sure I can come back to the space station anytime I want.
And after that?
Not my problem.
You also have another option. The Astral Express. If you want, you can leave with us. The Express has its fair share of experiences with Stellarons. The thing you're worried about and the answers we're looking for are one and the same. Besides, we can come back anytime to let Herta conduct her research. She's absolutely fascinated now.
When you saying just a couple of scenes ago that I'm going to save the universe, and now you're all just like, why don't you just come along? We're kinda cool.
Well, works for me. Keeps this subject fresh, too. And that way, I won't need to keep worrying about this little twerp all the time. Perfect.
Get on the Express or stay behind. You really are the most self-centered person I've ever met. I want to pick this option, but I've literally met about 5 people in my entire memory. And I don't really want to insult my host, even though none of these decisions in the game actually have any consequences. These are all the illusion of choice. I think there's only like a handful of quests where what you choose makes any kind of difference to the story.
Yes, give it some good thought. Just remember to come back often. Make an appointment in advance with Asta or Arlen so I can make time to study you.
Now I'm just going to show up and say hi, and you're going to say, look, simulated universe is over there.
There's no need to rush into this, Herta. Asta's in the Master Control Zone. Let's let him have a talk with Asta first and decide for himself. I'll be waiting for you on the platform. It's no hurry if you still have things to do or someone to see.
Do I want to stay here with Creepy Doll, or do I want to go and explore the universe with Greek Goddess? And I have a thing for redheads. Sorry, I'm going to be getting on the Astral Express.
Come find me when you've made your decision.
Hey Calfish, it's Herta. I need you for something good. Come to my office quickly. I'm waiting. Huh? But you're right next to me. They go a little overboard with the Herta characterization, but it is fun. Oh, bye Himiko, not on my team anymore. I sad. So now without Himiko, I need to add a 4th member of the team. And because I want to keep March on the team, I'll add Asta as well, so have a support. March can continue to be of minor sustain, and it means that I'm still only playing characters I've actually met in the game, which makes me feel a little bit happier. Pick up some reading material that I will never read. And now we have... Do we have a branching path? Oh no, they just want us to go to Herta's office. I don't think we have a separate quest here. But we have to go see Herta? Is her office usually guarded? Never noticed that before. We have the portraits of all of the other members of the Genius Society, and we have Herta's portrait.
This is Madame Herta, or better known as Member 83 of the Genius Society. In her childhood, she solved the solitary waves theory and the spark model hypotheses. In her adolescence, she found the Sigma Baryons conversion method. In middle age, she proposed the Herta sequence and published a paper on de-aging.
So this is where I start wondering, did they just throw this together and say solitary waves theory sounds like a cool thing, and then weave that into the future story of there's an entire simulated universe branch that is the history of Herta coming up with solitary waves theory? Did this start off as just a throwaway line for this dialogue option and then they expanded it later in the story? Or did it come from the story first and they condensed it back down? Who knows?
Senior years, she managed to reverse her own age via de-aging and went on to solve the mystery of the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and even captured and sealed a Stellaron. Madame Herta has saved the planet she was on from destruction 19 times, and has met the Eons twice.
Well, I've met Neon once. I mean, it just looked at me and winked or something, but I've definitely just met Neon. And, you know, if you are in your senior years, then solving the imaginary leakage phenomenon is probably a good thing to be doing.
This space station is her property.
And here we go.
Hey, there you are.
Hi, Herta. How did you get here so soon? I can probably guess that. I'm not stupid.
Who's waiting for you? I've been busy. What you're seeing is one of my remote-controlled puppets. They're all over the station. I just connect to one wherever I am needed. Enough chit-chat. I am working on a big project with a few colleagues. If we succeed, it will answer the ultimate question that's been puzzling us for thousands of amber eras. The truth about eons.
What is the truth about eons?
Eons. Think about it. What mystical existences. Some eons used to be ordinary humans like you and me, but somehow they managed to obtain power beyond our imagination. They are mysterious, powerful, silent, and terrifying. It's hard to explain all the mysteries surrounding them.
I think they went through and capitalized the eon pronouns at some point later in the game. I don't think they started off in all caps, but I could be wrong.
How were they created? Why were they created? What were they created for? Have you ever thought about these questions?
I've literally only been awake a couple of hours. Okay, 40. Meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Again, this is going to be a game full of references and minor fourth wall breaking.
42 what? Are you even listening to me? We want to solve the mystery behind the eons. Right now, I want you to participate in this project. The 4 geniuses of the society wrote a program together. You see the big machine in the office? That machine contains a universe. Just like the universe we live in, but it's more streamlined and customized. I call it the metaverse.
Oh, God. That joke isn't even current. That's sad how quickly this is like, oh, that's a joke from a couple of years ago. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Facebook. It just didn't work out, did it? Let's just keep it simple.
That's what my partner said as well. Fine. I am a team player. Then let's call it the simulated universe. Now go and experience it for yourself. I will guide you in the simulated universe to make sure nothing happens to you. I'll even give you a substantial reward.
And I think we'll call it off there. We've been playing for about an hour and we're about to jump into Simulated Universe, which takes a while. So I will go and do my normal thing of making these red dots go away, and I will return later with the next section of the story. Thanks for joining in.